The Religious of the Sacred Heart, an order founded in France in 1800 by Madeleine Sophie Berra, provided a loving and caring atmosphere at Duchesne for 134 years. The religious are committed to the education of young women, and each student knows these remarkable nuns dedicate their lives to inspiring young women through education, spirituality, and service. This inspiration, this enrichment, and this love are the gifts from the Religious of the Sacred Heart. It is their legacy, a legacy of love. In October of 1881, Mother Margaret Dunn and 3 Sacred Heart nuns opened Duchesne as a boarding school for girls, grades 1 through 12, at the initial location on 9th and Howard Streets. On September 1st, 1882, Bishop James O'Connor sold Park Place, a 12-acre site at 36th and Burt, owned by the Vicariate, to the nuns for $1. In those days, this location was west of town. Construction began in February, and in November the Academy opened to 17 boarders. Over the years, the school was approved for college courses in 1916, and in 1920 the Academy became Duchesne College and Convent of the Sacred Heart. The college closed in 1968 and the grade school in 1972 after having educated thousands of students preschool through college. In recent years, Duchesne Academy has been at maximum capacity. Duchesne Preschool reopened in 1999 and serves more than 60 children. From 1881 to 2015, 492 nuns served Duchesne Omaha. This remarkable time frame represents 4,173 years of service days from Duchesne's dedicated Religious of the Sacred Heart. Duchesne Omaha has been an incredible talent resource for the Sacred Heart Society. In fact, Omaha had more vocations than any province in the society. For example, 50 nuns entered Duchesne's convent from 1943 to 1964 alone. The greatest number of religious living on campus at one time occurred in 1898 with 53 nuns, and in 1966 with 54 nuns.
They were part of our lives. We really were. We really consider ourselves children of the Sacred Heart, and the nuns we called Mother. So that ratified that idea of a relationship of trust and of loving concern for us.
I just fell in love with the nuns immediately because they were so personal. I think their charism of warmth and love and joy, just the whole spirituality, it just oozed from all of them. And their welcome was wonderful.
As religious, we really gave our lives for the children.
Because we have so much to give and so much to learn.
I saw the love and care of the nuns, the sharing in their prayer, sharing at the exposition of the Blessed Sacrament, just confirmed my vocation.
Was just drawn into the Sacred Heart Mothers from the very start.
I fit in, it felt like home.
Now there was one nun, her name was Sister Gar, who was cleaning the chapel, and I used to go in for a chapel visit. And just the sight of her very quietly and what I thought was humbly cleaning the chapel day after day was very inspiring to me. And then to see some of the nuns praying in the chapel, that was very, I think, instrumental in my vocation.
The kind of effort that the nuns put into helping our social graces, I think was very important to us and very subtle.
I think that that bond was very, very close. There was usually one nun that each girl felt she could speak to in confidence, and that her opinion would be cherished and respected. And I think we felt respected by our nuns, and they certainly encouraged us to be independent women.
Mother Eleanor Regan was a great educator, and Helen Casey, the dean, was great in her role. And I always saw the two of them acting like one, which was impressive to me.
Those women were sharing their lives with us, not just their brains, but their whole lives. Obviously, they shared their spiritual life. Nothing was pressured. That was never mentioned about, do you want to be a nun, anything like that. But they modeled what they would have expected us to be if we wanted to be one.
I was struck at the academy going in their straight lines, and Sister McGilligan, you know, at that time. And I remember also Sister Catherine McShane giving us the 100 Years' War in one lecture.
It was a time of joy and care of each other. Duchesne was like a big family with the college girls, the big sisters. Sometimes we took surveillances with the elementary school or the junior school. And we just shared, in many ways, the life of the nuns.
I remember Mother Madden, I don't know if you've heard of her, Ann Madden, coming in, sitting down on the floor in our room, in the little room we had for our room for living in, and said, now let's just enjoy one another. And I thought, oh, now this is new. This is something new. We're going to enjoy one another. She was a great lady, had a great sense of humor, and made all kinds of faux pas. That was part of her way.
There was a certain reverence that we had for them because of their way of life. Their whole presence was very reverent, and there was a certain solemnity about the way they said the office and celebrated Mass. And again, in the classroom, they were exceptionally fine teachers.
Of my 50 years as an RSCJ, I've spent 22 of those years at Duchesne. And that's why I love this place, and I love the people in the place. I just think the people, the parents, the faculty, staff, administration, they've gotten the message somehow of the unconditional love that the Sacred Heart has for us.
I think my fondest memories are about the people that I met here. The nuns, Mother Clark, Mother Dorothy Clark, Jeanette Kimball, Helen Casey, Ethel Fox, Catherine McShane, Teresa Teshima. Ann Madden was I didn't know her too well, but she was the Mistress General of the Academy at the time, was for a long time. Claire Baser. They were just great women.
The quality of our graduates, and I feel that most of them really do have a sense of how much they have received. And what we receive in life is not for ourselves, it's to be given.
When I drive through the Circle Drive and walk up those front steps, I feel immediately at home. The whole ambience kind of wraps around you.
We have had more vocations from Duchesne in Omaha than any other house in the society, and that's has been recognized forever.
Well, once you've been to Duchesne, it's not a place you ever forget, and you carry parts of it with you forever.
Our mission is continuing. This Duchesne Academy is a wonderful example of a school of the Sacred Heart. Duchesne is unambiguously about the work of God.
I've been here at Duchesne a total of 23 years. And that doesn't count the 4 years as a college student. So really, I know where the back door is, the front door is, and I know a lot about the history of the school. Duchesne has always been a part of my life, and it always will be.
Duchesne Academy continues to thrive on its historic site as a cornerstone for excellence in education and spiritual development while modeling Madeline Sophie's vision. During Duchesne's 50th anniversary in 1931, Bishop Joseph F. Rummel said, "When the religious of the Sacred Heart came here, they had great courage and supreme confidence in the providence of God. In my observation, no one has greater confidence in God than our female religious. Even the male religious can rarely measure up to the stand of courage displayed by our good religious sisters." Students of Duchesne College, Academy, Primary, and Preschool are indebted to the religious of the Sacred Heart for their loving care, valuable lessons, and shining example. Now, St. Madeline Sophie's charism baton is passed to this community of devoted children of the Sacred Heart. Then and now, grateful students recall lasting memories of favorite nuns who left indelible imprints on our hearts. It is through this legacy of love that Sophie's spirit continues to grow.